Okay. Am I? I mean, okay. It's fine. It's fine. I am an adult. I can talk about sex whenever I want to. I mean, you know, obviously with respect to like situation and consent. Anyway, right? Okay. Okay. Get it together. You are a mature woman. Am I? Okay. Hello, lovely peoples. I am Michelle. This is my hospital bed, Avita, and you are watching River Willows NYC. And today, I'm going to attempt to make a video about disability and sex. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it. Because while I have absolutely no problem discussing sex with friends or a partner, there's just something about discussing sex on the internet in a video that just makes me go, and so I don't know if we're gonna get through this. So today I'm going to attempt to make a video about disability and sex, and in this particular thing, sex toys, right? Because I think sex toys can be a really empowering thing for a lot of people, but I'm going to focus on disabled people because I am disabled. Represent. Two fists. Double pride. What? I want to say this as a kind of a, not so much disclaimer, it's setting the intention of this video. While able-bodied people are welcome to watch this video really is geared towards disabled people, and my intention is to create kind of a space where disabled people can talk about this sort of thing. I will be heavily moderating the comments. If anyone gets creepy, you'll be deleted. This is not for you, person with the fetish for disabled people. Very creepy. As we all know, right, disability is this huge spectrum, this big ass umbrella where like there's just like different kinds of disabilities, different experiences, and different levels and all that stuff. So, you know, like one thing I learned when I became more involved with the disability community is that when it comes to sex, there are people who can have sex in a very like traditional sort of like way, you know, and then there are people who cannot, and there are people who want to, and then there are people who don't want to. You know, a lot of times people think of disability and they assume we're all asexual, and yes, some disabled people are asexual, but it's not because they're disabled, it's because that's their sexuality. There's people who are disabled who are straight, who are queer, who are, you know, everything, bi, pan, all the sexualities, you know, are here. Because we're human beings, and we actually fucking vary. So what I learned when I got really more involved in the disability community is that, you know, sex can often be kind of defined by whoever is involved. I think because sex has such a fluid definition for the disability community, sex toys can be a great addition for that, and maybe even able to do things they wouldn't be able to do otherwise. If you're like me, my disability and my health, I go through changes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm doing okay, and I kind of plateau, and then something happens, and my body goes, here's a setback, and I'm like, really? And then it's almost like your body's a stranger to you, and so you don't really know what to expect, and so I find that once your health is a bit more stabilized, right, because you don't always have the spoons to go there, that finding the right sex toy can really help you to get to know your body and what it likes and what it doesn't like, what feels good, what doesn't feel good, and, you know, on your own and on your own time and at your own pace, opposed to discovering with a partner. Because while there's nothing wrong with that, I've done that. It's a bit nerve-wracking because you're like, oh fuck, like realizing in the moment that how I thought my body would function in these moments of sexual intimacy is no longer how it's gonna function, is kind of gets you all in your head. Because you're like, well fuck, what can I do? So sometimes sex toys can give you the time to just sort of go, okay, this is my time with my body. You know, if that's the thing that you have, everyone has that. This is what feels good, doesn't feel good, and sex toys can be a part of that. I know how to explain this, but it's like, you know, when like you're going for a lot of medical appointments, and like everything that you do with your body feels very medical and very clinical. I find that allowing, spoons willing and ability willing, right? That allowing yourself some time to just be like, you know what, body, me and you have been through some stuff, you know, again, let's just kind of like reclaim our time, reclaim our body, and give our body pleasure and love. Because sometimes when it's all medical, you can forget that your body is like worthy of love and deserving of love, and that, you know, you just feel like, yeah, okay, let's give this a little hug. It doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be sexual, but it can be, and that's where like sex toys can come in handy. Oh, no pun intended. Another thing that sex toys are good for when you're disabled, and again, of course, I'm talking about my own experience. Experiences greatly vary, bodies greatly vary, stability greatly vary, you know, and so it really depends, but my experience is that sometimes, let's just say, spoons, let's just say you have a certain amount of like wrist and hand spoons, as an example, and so you have to go, okay, I need to get these things done, but I want to get that thing done, and so you have to kind of choose carefully as to how you're going to use up your hand and wrist and finger spoons. The spoons being slang for energy. And that's where the sex toys can come in. They can kind of like be your hands, if you will. I wrote these two sex toy companies. Woo, and I asked them, I said, are there any like sex toys that you have that are really hands-free? Because for people who perhaps don't have mobility in their hands, or can't move their hands, or maybe they have pain in their hands. There's a lot of reasons, right? And they did have some suggestions, which I'll put in the description. So I got the Aurora vibes, and the Aurora vibes, I like it because it gets you to a place of orgasm fairly quickly. And so while I find that it's not totally hands-free because it is so fast, it's pretty much hands-free, so I can take care of my needs, because I do have needs. I'm not dead, you know, and but because it gets there so fast, and it's mostly hands-free, I would say. I'm not really using up all my hands and wrists and finger spoons. That is one of the best sex toys I've ever tried in my life. I have a couple, and this one is the most successful to me. But that being said, now here's the portion of a video where if you go to this website, and then they give you a discount code, yay, which I can pass on to you. I will say, because it is a smaller company, the toys can be a bit more expensive. But one, discount code. Two, if you sign up for the newsletter, they have a lot of different sales, and the sales are pretty good. Also, if you find other videos where they are sponsored by that, you can enter for like these giveaways for like gift cards and all kinds of stuff. Yay! We both got through the video. I think I'm blushing. I feel like I'm blushing. I feel like, yeah, because my hands are like, whatever. Yeah, I am kind of blushing. I don't care. I'm human. And this is not my normal topic. So on that note, thank you for watching this video. As always, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, and let me know what you think. Put your comments in the comment section, that's where they belong. So that's it. Okay.